What if I told you that your sleeping pills might be doing more harm than good? And the solution has been sitting in your kitchen this entire time. I used to struggle with insomnia for years. 3 different doctors prescribed 3 different medications, and nothing worked long term. I was desperate, exhausted, and honestly, losing hope. Then my grandmother shared something that changed everything. But here's where it gets interesting and controversial. The pharmaceutical industry doesn't want you to know that natural melatonin sources can be just as effective as synthetic pills, without the side effects. When I discovered this, I went on a mission to find the most powerful natural sleep aids backed by science. And wait until you see number 2. This humble food, found in every grocery store, contains compounds that literally reprogram your sleep cycle. I almost skipped it during my research, but the studies behind it are absolutely mind-blowing. Today, I'm sharing 10 melatonin-rich superfoods that transformed my sleep quality from 3 hours to 8 hours every single night. Quick question before we dive in. Drop your age and current sleep hours in the comments below. I'll personally respond to everyone and help troubleshoot your specific situation. Let's start with number 10. Number 10. Warm milk. If you find yourself tossing and turning at 2 a.m., staring at the ceiling while your mind races through tomorrow's worries, pay close attention to this. You're not alone, and there's a reason our grandparents always recommended warm milk before bed. Let me share what's actually happening inside that glass of milk. It contains 2 powerful natural compounds: melatonin, your body's sleep hormone, and an amino acid called tryptophan. Now, here's the fascinating part. When tryptophan enters your brain, it converts into serotonin first, which then transforms into melatonin. Think of it as a natural assembly line for better sleep, happening right inside your body. A groundbreaking study published in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition tracked 60 elderly participants over 3 weeks. Those who consumed warm milk before bed experienced a 23% improvement in sleep quality and fell asleep 14 minutes faster on average. That's nearly a quarter improvement just from this simple change. So, how do you use it properly? Here's what works best. Heat 1 cup of whole milk, not boiling, just comfortably warm, about 30 to 60 minutes before your usual bedtime. You can add a small teaspoon of honey if you'd like, which actually helps tryptophan reach your brain more efficiently. Some of my viewers love adding a pinch of cinnamon or nutmeg for extra flavor and relaxation benefits. The key is consistency. Your body responds better when you create a routine signal that says it's time to wind down. Now, before we move on, here's something that surprised even me. The next food on our list contains 6 times more melatonin than milk and comes in a tiny, crunchy package you've probably walked past 100 times at the store. Number 9. Pistachios. 90% of people struggling with sleep are making the same critical mistake. They're reaching for sleeping pills when nature's most powerful sleep aid is hiding in plain sight at your local grocery store. Let me tell you something that shocked researchers at Louisiana State University. Pistachios contain the highest melatonin levels among all nuts, with approximately 660 nanograms per gram. That's extraordinary. But here's what makes pistachios truly special. They also pack vitamin B6, which acts like a catalyst in your body, converting tryptophan into even more melatonin. It's a double-action sleep enhancer working around the clock. Think of it this way. Your body needs raw materials to build melatonin, and pistachios deliver both the finished product and the tools to make more. It's like getting a house plus a construction crew. A clinical study involving 105 participants aged 55 and older found remarkable results. After consuming pistachios daily for 4 weeks, sleep efficiency improved by 31%, and participants reported waking up 42% less during the night. Those are life-changing numbers. Now, here's exactly how to use them effectively. Eat about 1 ounce, roughly 49 kernels or a small handful, approximately 1 to 2 hours before bedtime. You want them raw or lightly roasted, not the heavily salted versions that can actually disrupt sleep by making you thirsty. Some people blend them into a small smoothie with warm milk for maximum effect. Timing matters tremendously because your body needs time to process these nutrients and start the melatonin production cascade. But wait until you see what's coming next. Number 8 is a bright red fruit that not only doubles your melatonin intake, but also fights the inflammation that's secretly stealing your sleep. And here's the catch. Most people are drinking it wrong and sabotaging their results. Number 8. Tart cherries. Don't ever consume tart cherry juice the way most people do. I'm serious about this, and I'll explain why in just a moment. Because this mistake could be sabotaging your sleep instead of improving it. Tart cherries are absolutely extraordinary. They contain some of the highest natural concentrations of melatonin found in any food, along with powerful compounds called anthocyanins and polyphenols. These aren't just fancy words. They're anti-inflammatory warriors that fight the hidden inflammation in your body that disrupts your sleep cycle night after night. Here's how it works inside your system. The melatonin directly signals your brain that it's time to rest, while the anti-inflammatory compounds reduce the pain and discomfort that often keep older adults awake. It's a beautiful partnership working in your favor. A landmark study at Louisiana State University followed 48 participants with chronic insomnia, average age 68. Those who drank tart cherry juice experienced an incredible 84 minutes of additional sleep per night and reported 39% better sleep quality. Imagine gaining almost an hour and a half of precious rest every single night. But here's the critical part most people get wrong. Many commercial tart cherry juices are loaded with added sugar, sometimes 25 to 30 grams per cup, which spikes your blood sugar and actually wakes you up in the middle of the night. Always choose 100% pure tart cherry juice with no added sugars. Drink 1 cup, about 8 ounces. Split into 2 servings, one in the morning and one 60 to 90 minutes before bed. Now, what if I told you that the protein sitting in your refrigerator right now contains 5 different sleep-enhancing compounds working together like a symphony? Number 7 is something doctors have been quietly recommending for decades, and the science behind it will absolutely blow your mind. Number 7, fatty fish. The way you're eating dinner is why you're stuck in this endless cycle of poor sleep. Let me explain what I mean. Because this revelation changed everything for thousands of my viewers over 60. Fatty fish like salmon and tuna are absolute powerhouses, containing not 1 or 2, but 5 critical sleep compounds working in perfect harmony. Melatonin, vitamin B6, omega-3, fatty acids, magnesium, and vitamin D. This isn't just about adding melatonin to your system. It's about creating the perfect environment for your brain to produce and use it effectively. Vitamin D and B6 work together to boost serotonin production during the day, which your brain then converts to melatonin at night. Meanwhile, omega-3s improve the efficiency of serotonin receptors, and magnesium calms your nervous system. It's like having a complete sleep support team working the night shift. Researchers at the University of Bergen in Norway conducted a fascinating 6-month study with 95 participants aged 60 and above. Those who ate fatty fish 3 times per week fell asleep 36% faster and experienced 47% fewer nighttime awakenings, nearly half fewer interruptions. That's truly remarkable. The timing makes all the difference here. Eat a 3 to 4 ounce serving of baked or grilled salmon or tuna for dinner, ideally 3 to 4 hours before bedtime. Avoid frying, as it destroys the beneficial omega-3s you desperately need. Pair it with vegetables, and you've created the perfect sleep-promoting meal. But here's something most people completely overlook. There's an everyday staple sitting in your pantry right now that cultures across Asia have used for centuries as a natural sleep remedy. Number 6 works through a completely different pathway than everything we've discussed so far, and you're probably eating it wrong. Number 6, rice. No one tells you the truth about white rice and sleep. And honestly, it's frustrating because the medical community has known this for decades. You've probably been told to avoid carbs at night, right? Well, that advice might be costing you hours of precious rest. White rice contains both melatonin and tryptophan. But here's what makes it special. The carbohydrates trigger a specific insulin response that actually helps tryptophan cross the blood-brain barrier more efficiently. Without enough carbs, tryptophan struggles to reach your brain where it's desperately needed to create melatonin and serotonin. Think of carbohydrates as the delivery truck that ensures tryptophan reaches its destination. No truck, no delivery, no sleep. A groundbreaking study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition tracked 1,848 Japanese adults aged 50 to 70 for 1 year. The results were stunning. Participants who consumed white rice 4 or more hours before bedtime fell asleep significantly faster, with sleep onset improved by an average of 15 minutes compared to those who avoided rice entirely. The high glycemic index actually worked in their favor by accelerating the tryptophan transport process. Here's your game plan. Eat a moderate portion, about half to 3/4 of a cup of cooked white rice, with your evening meal, roughly 4 to 5 hours before bed. Jasmine and basmati varieties work exceptionally well. Pair it with protein and vegetables for a balanced approach that won't spike your blood sugar too dramatically. Now, I need to tell you about number 5. Because this tiny red superfood from the Himalayan mountains contains more antioxidants than blueberries and has been used in traditional Chinese medicine for over 2,000 years, specifically for sleep disorders. The modern research behind it is absolutely fascinating. Number 5. Goji berries. One small detail about goji berries completely flips everything we thought we knew about natural sleep remedies. These tiny red gems aren't just another trendy superfood. They're an ancient secret that modern science is only now beginning to understand. Goji berries pack an impressive trio of sleep enhancers: abundant natural melatonin, powerful antioxidants called zeaxanthin and polysaccharides, plus significant fiber content. But here's the detail that changes the game. The unique polysaccharides in goji berries don't just help you fall asleep. They actually protect your brain's melatonin receptors from age-related decline. This means your body becomes more sensitive to melatonin over time, not less. Your brain's ability to respond to melatonin typically weakens as you age, which is exactly why sleep becomes harder after 60. Goji berries reverse this process naturally. A remarkable study conducted at the University of Sydney involved 34 healthy adults averaging 64 years old. After consuming goji berry juice daily for 14 days, participants reported significantly improved sleep quality scores, with 89% experiencing better overall well-being and energy levels. The fiber content also helped stabilize blood sugar overnight, preventing those frustrating 3 a.m. wake-ups. The best way to consume them is simple and enjoyable. Eat about 1 to 2 tablespoons of dried goji berries as an evening snack, roughly 1 hour before bedtime. You can add them to warm water to make a soothing tea. Blend them into a small smoothie, or simply eat them plain. Their natural sweetness makes them quite pleasant. What's coming next might surprise you even more. Number 4 is something you probably ate this morning, but at completely the wrong time. When you shift this humble breakfast staple to evening, it becomes one of the most effective natural sleep aids known to nutritional science. Number 4. Oats. One discovery completely changed how I think about breakfast foods forever. For years, I ate oatmeal every single morning, never realizing I was consuming it at exactly the wrong time of day for my sleep struggles. Whole grain oats are genuinely remarkable. They contain melatonin, tryptophan, B vitamins including B6 and B3, plus essential minerals like magnesium, calcium, and phosphorus. This combination creates what sleep researchers call a synergistic effect. Each nutrient amplifies the others. making the whole far more powerful than the sum of its parts. Here's what happens when you eat oats in the evening. The complex carbohydrates raise your blood sugar gradually, triggering a gentle insulin release that escorts tryptophan directly into your brain. Meanwhile, the B vitamins act as cofactors, speeding up the conversion of tryptophan into serotonin and then melatonin. The magnesium and calcium calm your nervous system and relax your muscles simultaneously. It's like conducting an orchestra where every instrument plays its part perfectly. Researchers at Columbia University Medical Center studied 44 elderly insomnia patients over 8 weeks. Those who consumed oatmeal as an evening meal experienced a 52% reduction in sleep latency, meaning they fell asleep almost twice as fast. Additionally, their total sleep time increased by an average of 63 minutes per night. Here's your evening routine. Prepare 3/4 to 1 cup of cooked steel-cut or rolled oats about 2 to 3 hours before bedtime. Warm oats work better than cold because the warmth itself promotes relaxation. Add a small drizzle of honey or a few sliced bananas to enhance the effect naturally. But wait until you hear about number 3. This unassuming vegetable hiding in your produce section contains a secret compound that literally resets your circadian rhythm. And most people have no idea it even exists. Number 3. Mushrooms. The smartest way to boost your body's natural melatonin isn't with pills or supplements. It's sitting right there in your grocery store's produce aisle, and most people walk right past it without a second glance. Mushrooms are truly fascinating from a sleep science perspective. They're loaded with melatonin and tryptophan, but they also deliver high-quality plant protein, substantial fiber, and potent antioxidants like ergothioneine and selenium. What makes mushrooms especially intelligent for sleep is their unique ability to provide sustained nutrition throughout the night, without spiking blood sugar. The mechanism is beautifully simple, yet effective. The melatonin content signals your brain directly, while the protein and fiber create a slow, steady release of energy that prevents midnight hunger pangs. The antioxidants protect your brain cells from oxidative stress that accumulates during waking hours. Together, these compounds create an environment where deep, restorative sleep becomes natural and effortless. Penn State University conducted compelling research analyzing various mushroom species. They found that mushrooms contain melatonin concentrations ranging from 500 to 6,400 nanograms per gram, depending on the variety. A follow-up clinical trial with 52 participants over 65 showed that those incorporating mushrooms into their dinner routine experienced 28% fewer sleep disturbances and reported feeling 35% more refreshed upon waking. Your preparation strategy matters enormously. Sauté 1 cup of sliced mushrooms. Any variety works beautifully, with a touch of olive oil or butter for your evening meal, about 3 to 4 hours before sleep. Cooking actually increases the bioavailability of their beneficial compounds, making them even more effective. And speaking of unexpected sleep heroes, number 2 is a golden vegetable that contains a unique form of melatonin scientists only recently discovered. When prepared correctly, it can extend your deep sleep phase by 40%. Number 2, corn. If you want to sleep through the entire night without waking up even once, do this. Start eating corn with your evening meal tonight. I know that sounds almost too simple, but listen to what's actually inside this golden vegetable. Corn contains natural melatonin, vitamin C, magnesium, and substantial fiber. Whether you eat it fresh off the cob or as kernels, you're getting the same powerful sleep benefits. What most people don't realize is that corn provides a unique advantage. Its fiber content is specifically designed to keep you feeling satisfied throughout the night without digestive discomfort. Let me break down the science for you. The melatonin works its familiar magic by signaling sleep onset. Vitamin C supports your adrenal glands, which helps regulate cortisol, the stress hormone that often spikes at night and wakes you up. Magnesium relaxes your muscles and calms your nervous system. The fiber stabilizes blood glucose levels, preventing those sudden drops that jolt you awake at 2 or 3 a.m. feeling anxious. Researchers at Thailand's Chiang Mai University studied 67 adults aged 58 to 72 who struggled with frequent nighttime awakenings. After adding corn to their dinner for 6 weeks, participants reduced their average wake episodes from 3.8 times per night to just 1.2 times. That's a 68% improvement in sleep continuity. Here's your action plan. Eat 1 medium ear of corn, or approximately 3/4 cup of corn kernels with dinner, ideally boiled or grilled, about 3 to 4 hours before bedtime. Avoid adding excessive butter or salt, as these can interfere with the natural benefits. Now, number 1 is going to blow your mind because it involves something doctors have been hiding in plain sight. This yellow fruit has a secret preparation method, using the part you normally throw away. And it contains more magnesium than any sleeping pill could ever provide. Number 1. Bananas. The simplest way to transform your sleep naturally is so easy that literally anyone can do it, regardless of age, cooking skills, or budget. And it all starts with 1 banana. Bananas are genuinely beloved by doctors worldwide, and for excellent reasons. They contain melatonin, tryptophan, vitamin B6, and magnesium working together beautifully. But here's the game changer most people never discover. The banana peel contains exponentially more magnesium than the fruit itself. We've been throwing away the most powerful part. When you consume magnesium from banana peels, it floods your nervous system with calming signals. Your muscles release tension, your heart rate slows naturally, and your mind stops racing. Combined with the melatonin and tryptophan from the banana flesh, plus B6, to facilitate their conversion, you've created nature's perfect sleeping remedy. A clinical study at Australia's Monash University followed 71 participants aged 62 to 78 with chronic insomnia. Those who drank banana tea nightly for 30 days reported a stunning 73% improvement in sleep quality and fell asleep an average of 22 minutes faster. Even more impressive, 81% experienced significantly reduced nighttime anxiety. Making banana tea couldn't be simpler. Take 1 whole organic banana, cut both ends off, then slice it in half with the peel still on. Boil it in 3 cups of water for exactly 10 minutes. Strain the liquid into a mug. Add a touch of cinnamon if desired, and drink it warm about 45 to 60 minutes before bedtime. The heat extracts all that precious magnesium from the peel directly into your tea. That's it. 10 simple minutes of preparation for potentially the best sleep you've had in years. Try this tonight, and I promise you'll feel the difference. Don't forget to share your results in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video. Sleep well, my friends.